This is the plaintiff, Felicia Foster. She says the defendant sold her a truck and that thing was pure junk. The defendant's nothing more than a low-life liar who didn't tell her the things that were wrong with it. And what goes around comes around, buddy. She's suing for $2,351.71, the amount she's most definitely, without a doubt, owed. This is the defendant, Alexis Pinero. He says the plaintiff's boyfriend test drove the truck, put it through its paces, gunned the engine, and loved it. Besides, she waited a month before calling him to complain. And how's he to know how she cared for it in all that time? He's accused of taking advantage.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Felicia Foster.
Yes.
You are suing Alexis Pinero for $2,351.71 that you say you are out as a result of him selling you a lemon. Tell me what happened.
July 27th, I was looking on Craigslist. I was in the market for a new vehicle. I seen a Suburban, 94 Suburban. Went to go look at it on July 29th. Called him with Alex, spoke with him. We went over to his house. My husband, he test drove it, and he brought it back, and everything seemed okay.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Actually, I'm an at-home mom, but I'm a mechanic by trade.
You're a car mechanic?
Yes.
And what does your husband do for a living?
He's also a mechanic.
A car mechanic?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so go ahead.
So,
I don't usually have two car mechanics saying, who knew, to that side, but go ahead.
Yeah, as you see, I'm real short, so I kind of had trouble getting into the engine bay to check out.
Why didn't you use a stepladder?
At the moment, I didn't have a stepladder to look, so he
Why
basically...
didn't you ask him to give you a little boost?
Yeah, I mean, he basically looked at everything, you know, to see as far as what you could see inside.
How tall are you? Stand up for me, my dear. Okay, how tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, he can see.
Yeah.
All right, how tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat, 6'3". Go ahead.
Okay, I was told that it needed a new heater core, and that's why the AC wasn't working. But I know that heater cores have nothing to do with ACs, so it couldn't be that.
So did that raise a red flag for you?
At first it didn't, because I figured that maybe he just misspoke the part. Maybe he meant the condenser or something, and he just misspoke the part. He said there had never been any windows broken on the vehicle. It's not been broken into. He said he also thought that he had been siphoning, someone been siphoning gas from him because he was having problems with the gas, wasn't keeping up with it. Basically, like I said, he test drove it.
Was there anything else that raised a red flag for you?
Just generally looking at it, it didn't seem to be an issue or a problem. There didn't really seem to be any problems. There was some dents on it, but it's a 94, so it's to be expected. It's not a brand new vehicle.
How about this? You said in your complaint there were 250,000 miles on it, but the defendant said the engine was only 8 months old, so the mileage was not correct. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, he told us that the engine was brand new, that it was 8 months, an 8-month-old engine, and that the odometer reading was not the full reading because it was an 8-month-old engine.
Okay.
Okay, the problems that we really noticed started when we got home.
And what was it?
Summertime, so I went to roll the windows up because he had rolled the windows down before we took it. I rolled the window up and the passenger side window flipped back into the door itself.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, maybe he didn't think about it to tell us about it, so no big deal. I went to close to put something in.
When you test drove it, didn't you test all the working parts to see if they were working?
I tested like the locking.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I tested the locking mechanism. Like I said,
not the up down of the window?
No, I
Really?
didn't test the up down of the window. Like I said, he had put the windows down already. It was hot, so he said to air the car out.
I mean, isn't that part of the concept behind the test drive? Is that you're testing all the moving parts and seeing what?
Oh well, I mean, I'm not the one with the driver's license, so the test driving part of it was on him.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'd have to be a fly on the wall when she yelled at you. Okay. But see, you got eyeballs. I may not be the mechanic, but I know whether somebody has rolled up or rolled down the window. All right, so go on.
The next day we went to register it, okay? So we didn't drive it. On the 31st, we went to take it to get the window fixed. And at the same time, was going to get the AC fixed, which it said it needs a new condenser. So we got the window fixed. That Sunday, August 2nd, we went to Orchard Beach. On the way back from Orchard Beach, I started smelling a burning rubber smell. The ABS brake warning light came on the dashboard, and the check engine soon also popped up on it. This is, 4 or 5 days after we bought it from him. I called him that Monday Said the brakes were new. Said he put the brakes in June and April. So there shouldn't have been any problems with the brakes, but I was having problems. I was smelling burning. Along with that, there was a leak in the cargo area, which wasn't noticeable. Like I said, it only comes in when it rains. It's the window, the back windows. The molding is not to it. So it's a big gap between the window and the molding. Basically, it looks like it's been replaced. And he told us there was never any replacements, no broken windows, no nothing. But even when they took the side passenger window out, shards of glass fell out of it. So obviously there had been broken windows.
Okay. Do you have any paperwork from your transaction with him?
We got a receipt done, but I don't have the receipt with me. I couldn't find it.
What's going on? Let me hear your position.
This is my first own vehicle, so I don't know exactly how selling a vehicle really works. So I asked my father for help. So she came by, she looked at the truck, I opened the hood. I told her the new things I was getting, they're already done. Put an alternator, oil filter lines.
All right, what about the issue about the motor? How old was the motor?
When I bought the truck, the original owner told me that the motor was more new than the truck body was.
How much more new?
He actually told me it was about 9 months into it when I bought the truck.
Okay, so what did you tell her? How old did you tell her?
I told her that that engine was not the original engine, so do not follow the miles, how much miles the truck has. That's
okay,
just the
did
body.
you tell her how old the engine was?
I told her when I bought it that the original owner told me that it was 8 months into it.
You never told her that it's 8 months into it today?
No, ma'am.
She is a mechanic. She bought a 17-year-old truck. It has 250,000 miles. Does she have a prayer here?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't buy it as is sale. It's one of those things where that's how it is.
And the fact that she's a mechanic in the whole thing?
Yeah, she should have checked that out herself.
And her boyfriend's a mechanic. Her boyfriend's a mechanic. Any luck here?
No, she has no excuses.
Okay, we are going inside the courtroom.
So when do you learn that they're unhappy?
About a month.
After buying the car. And
Yes.
they call you and they say what to you?
They told me that that the truck was not running properly, that it was smoking, and I'm like, okay. And I asked her, I said, so when did the truck start acting up? She told me, 2 days after I bought the truck from you. And I'm like, and you calling me now a month after to let me know that the truck is acting up? If you would have let me know those 2 days, I would have helped you. But now, during that period, I don't know what could have happened to the truck.
And what's your response to that?
No, I did not call him a month later. I called him that Monday. The Monday was August the 3rd when I first called him. I asked him, and that's when he told me about April, one set of brakes was done. June, another set of brakes was done. He said there couldn't have been a problem with the brakes because he had just drove the car to Dunkin' Donuts.
You guys are mechanics. All the things that you say are wrong with the thing. You guys couldn't see by looking at it, two mechanics? Usually I say to that side, did you take it to a mechanic? And they say, no, I was trying to save the money. I didn't really take it. I took a mechanic after I bought it. They'll say, that sometimes they won't be quite so candid, but that's pretty much the way it works out. You're both mechanics, and you're complaining about stuff that's mechanical.
No, I mean, there was no problems that we were seeing at that time.
I understand, but why are you any more special than anybody else? You're in a better position to catch this stuff before you buy it. The law is that when you buy a used car from a private party like this, it's an as-is sale, unless there's something that takes it out of that. If it's an as-is sale, all the stuff you're complaining about is stuff that's just on you. It's your problem. It's stuff, and you're in a better position to spot those problems than other people because you're both mechanics. I'm short. I'm a short mechanic, Judge. I mean, it's just goofy. But here we are now, and you have to be able to prove to me that there was some specific thing that he guaranteed that wasn't true. The best you got going for you are these two proclamations. One of them, Judge, he told me it was 8 months old. He says, I didn't tell her that. I told her when I got it, it was 8 months old. But you don't have for me something saying, oh, no, that thing was put in, either 8 or 16 months. It was put in a lot. You don't have anything to say that. You just say, couldn't be because it's not working well now. Says who? Says me. I'm a mechanic. You're the same person didn't spot the problems.
No, I took
and then you say, oh, the window thing. I specifically asked him were these windows ever shattered. That's a very peculiar thing to specifically ask somebody you're buying a 15-year-old car from. I mean, that's just sort of, I don't know, but it'd be great if you had that kind of specific warranties you're claiming he made. Can I see them in writing?
I mean, he didn't give it to us in writing. Like
And
I
you
said,
didn't insist on it in writing
Everything
either.
was done verbally.
Right, so now I got you verbally saying he promised me that this and that's not the case. You can neither prove he promised it to you nor that that's not the case because you don't. Do you have something from a mechanic talking about this?
I just have the receipt from when they had
All
the
right, and then I got him saying, Judge, they looked at the car, they liked the car, they're both mechanics, they liked it, and I didn't represent anything that isn't true. And then he says, you know, I didn't even hear from them until a month later. Do you have any proof that you called him? Lots of times people in your position, not that I'm not even sure it'll help you, but I just want to know, do you have any proof that you called, like phone records that would show that you're stalking him from the second you pick up the car,
I don't have
as opposed to calling him a month later?
I don't have the phone records.
Right.
The only thing is, like I said, when I called him to tell him about the problem, it was August 3rd. It was not a month later.
All right, but Ms. Foster, you're out of gas. Okay, that's where you bought a used car as is, and these are the problems that you buy when you buy a 15-year-old car.
So even though he said that the engine was, this is what he told. He specifically said the engine was 8 months old.
Can you prove it's not?
Okay,
Can you prove it's not 8 months old?
No. How
Okay.
am I supposed to?
Okay. So what is it you want me to find? What promise did he make to you that he says he didn't make to you? But let's say he did. What is it you want me to find him to have been fraudulent about?
He told us that the vehicle...
He said the agent's 8 months old. Now, can you prove it's not 8 months old?
No, I was telling you, he told us that the vehicle was road ready.
Okay. Now,
The
everybody
tires-
who buys a used car says, you know what? He promised me it was a good car and it's not. And that's not a specific warranty. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Oh, wow.
Well, the plaintiffs are coming out, as we've learned many times in the People's Court, when you buy a used car, always take it to a mechanic first. So what do you do for a living?
I'm an at-home mom, but I'm a mechanic by trade.
You're a mechanic, and what do you do for a living?
Same thing.
Mechanic. Here, stand right next to her a little bit, right over here. Come on over here. How can you guys find yourselves in this position?
I mean, it's like I was trying to explain to her. When you first get in something and you're looking at it and it's working fine at that moment, you're not seeing anything. But then when you get it somewhere else and you start seeing the problems, then, of course, you're going to speak about it.
And disabled the engine. The engine was smoking. The piston rings was fried.
It sounds like I didn't really get to say so.
I know, but I can't believe we're hearing it from mechanics.
Yeah, it happens.
You know?
It happens to the best. It happens to the best of everyone.
Right.
You know, it's okay, though.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All right. Okay,
Goes
right.
around, comes around.
Right this way. All right, so come on in here. Step on in here. What's your feeling on this outcome?
It came out pretty good. What I said right in the court was actually what happened that day, if they don't want to believe it. But
They're sitting here convinced that you stuck them with a lemon.
I did not. That vehicle was properly worked, and it was working when they took it home. It was working.
And what do you think happened to it?
Well, when you get a phone call a month later and they tell you that it broke 2 days, why are you taking so long to call me? Anything could have happened during that month period. What's the first thing comes in mind? Who knows?
Over to Harvey now.
Real important when you get a warranty for a car sale or a truck sale, that you have to be very specific. You just can't say, yeah, we'll make sure it all works well. It has to be really specific, that the warranty covers engine, transmission, brakes, tires. Whatever it is, you need to get it written down very, very specifically. If you don't get it written down specifically, it may not be enforceable. So you can write the warranty, you can change the warranty, but you got to make sure it's good enough to be enforceable.